Hello class, look at this beautiful photography, I guess from 1950s or 60s or 70s even. Um, Tango dancing, so I'm trying to sketch it with pencil this time. Any pencil will do. I'm working on actually Derwent 7B. Now, the higher the number, the softer the pencil is. So 7B, it's soft. It goes to up to 8. So it's just one number before to the softest, let's say, graphite. So I've sharpened as much as I could, taken the wood as much as I could as well, and then used a lot of sandpaper here on that. So that's why it's so thin. Well, let's try and get that in sketch, basically in drawing. Let's see if that will work with pencil. Before I start, let's see. Well, it's a gesture which is very, very beautiful here. Yeah? You've got the head of the man getting, moving to the left, getting to the left, moving to his right or our left. And you got his costume, jacket. Woman is just, her head is attached to man's head. Hair. As I said, it's a request from Ian, who would like to do it, to work on with pencils, dark pencil. And then you've got the woman's thigh right here, man's thigh, which is kind of give this bend here, and the woman's calf here, and you got her arm, her left arm, and her right arm is obviously attached to the man's head. I'm not very happy with the paper, as it is quite. It just glides through the pencil. It doesn't stay, doesn't leave any marks, any dark marks. Basically, I'm not very happy with that, but that's the paper I had at the moment. I'm using this. It's the paper is Canson, by the way, and it's more for charcoal than pencil. Doesn't mean you cannot work with pencil. You can work with pencil, of course, but it's mainly for charcoal, so it keeps the darks basically. Now, women's calf, and a shoe. I'll try and keep it at the sketch mode as much as I can, because it's quite complicated. Don't want to spend hours here. So a quick sketch basically. That's the man's leg. He's wearing high heels as well. That's what I'm not sure that I'm sure that there must be something specific word for this type of shoes, but I don't know it. I'm sure that some of you might know. Man's jaw. And hair. Eye, nose, lips, and move the jaw lower, or possibly move the eyes higher. I'm keeping the pencil the way that I keep also the charcoal, which is basically, I can see where I'm going with the tip of the pencil. Whilst it's harder on charcoal unless you have a very, very, very thin tip of charcoal. Now the hand of the woman is right here. And it's don't forget, it's in perspective. So the hand seems to be short here. It's not actually that it is short, it's just because it's in perspective. So it's bended. It's not that it's short. There, I guess. So it's bended. So the length of the hand of the upper arm will be, if you see it profile, but because you see it, it's going towards the head of the man, it feels short. And women's face, nose, eyebrow, her eye as well, and hair, hairline. There we are. And some folds here, which are beautifully taken by the shot, by the camera, by the photo. And it, again, don't want to put a linear sketch here, but I would keep it at a very, very basic information level, as in shadow and light. There. And we got the man's fold here. His thigh. Bear in mind they're very what's the word? The dancers, the man and the women, dancing tango, extremely fit. So that's why I've done this muscly area here. And I've exaggerated a little bit, but I'm sure that you can see their bodies, which are really, really fit, both. So obviously it's a type of, I'm not sure if it's, I will call it kind of ballet dancing type of ballerina. We got the thigh of a woman, which is actually a little bit longer. So elongate the thigh of the woman by moving it down here. There. And the calf. Here we are. Okay. She, heel, obviously. Cannot be any, see, I thought it was charcoal. It's not charcoal, obviously cannot get rid of that unless you use putty rubber. So I'm highlighting where I'm seeing dark small. Again, as I said, I'm trying to keep it at the stage, as a sketch stage, as in not too involved with shadows, and so kind of a gestural drawing, as I always actually insist, gestural drawing. Quick, say that you were there and you were witnessing that beautiful dance, it's impossible. I know it's impossible to draw whilst they are, even for a few seconds there. It's impossible to draw two people at a detailed sketch. So, as I said, you might do a few lines in a few seconds, but still will be a lot more detailed if we do it, if we spend more time to it. Jacket, a hand. I guess I need to give her a bit more hair here, obviously. A few shadows, emphasize the shadows here. Thinner thigh, as I said, I'm emphasizing her thigh, the same as the man's thigh, which is basically quite lean and muscular and powerful. There you go. And shadow here on the calf. Another shadow there. I guess need to trim that side of the calf there. And keep it at the shadow stage here. There. Okay. Belly. Body. She's actually under the shadow of the man here, this area. I cannot see any breast or anything there except a quite shadowy cast shadow of the man onto her body. Oh, come on. There. Women's neck, a nose, eyebrow, hair, lip, hand again, upper arm, basically I'm trying to get a general shadow of the upper arm here, which comes under the shadow, a cast shadow of the whole body of the man here. So I'm trying to keep it simple here. And this is the dust that I've done earlier on with the chart, with a pencil. Just getting and creating that dust, which I find it very helpful in many parts. You can use it, you can use it here, you can use it on the arm, you can use it on the man's portrait. Give it a bit of a blood flow there with those darks, and the woman as well. Both a bit of blush and some darks here. Dark on the woman's thigh. Taking that dust, the finger, and using it to get those darks as quick as I can here. There you are. Okay, now another thing we could do is to use a little bit of I'm trying to get to find out where I've left stump, some stump energy. stump, dip it into the dust, and emphasize those key areas here, key elements here. There. There you are. The fold of the woman's beautiful light dress. You just cannot darken it anymore. It's not accepting any more darks. It's the paper. Sometimes you can blame your tools. It's not the blame, it's basically just, it's a fact that paper doesn't accept darks or cannot hold the darks. It's just, Canson is more for charcoal. Well, here we are. That's the basis of our design here. Leave the stump. Emphasize a few things here. I think it will be important to give it a little bit more emphasis onto some parts of the body, like anchor. I call them anchor. These are anchor points. Knee, where it is exactly is the shadow or the muscle or the beautiful turn of the muscle of the man here. Obviously the portrait is, most people concentrate on the eyes and portrait, so give it a little bit more attention onto the portrait. Darker hair. There you are. Man's jaw. Not much need for any more details here about her noodle here. Or the color here. There. I would like to give it kind of an atmospheric. Give it a bit of a dark shadow all around here. That creates kind of a nice ambience here for our couple. And darker the whole thing. That's also the cast shadow of the man's body onto the background. Create some background noise if you wish. Gives it a bit of more of a interesting, more of an interest. Basically, it just creates really beautiful atmosphere. Those darks that I'm putting on, or I wish, I think it's creates a nice ambience. more of a festive ambience, basically. That's what it is. Darker. And some more details, if you wish, onto the faces, onto their faces. Woman's chin, woman's nose, cheek, and forehead, man's forehead. There you get it. And a little bit more of a chin. And the jaw itself. There we are. Again, as I said, cannot darken it anymore. The paper doesn't take any more darks, to be honest. No matter how much I press the pencil here, it just doesn't go any darker. Wrong choice of paper, but for a sketch is good. For a quick sketch, right? Okay then. Well, this is the 29th, is it? th 2021. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see the result of the quick sketch. That's the original picture. We'll see you on the next one then. Bye. Okay, again, I just got away with a few little highlights onto the, I think I should have done it before, but I forgot. Well, some highlights with putty rubber on the women's folding area, hip area, man's knee cup, and the woman's calf, and on the hand at the top, the upper arm. All right. We'll see you on the next one then.